Hey, Stacey J, and this is my neighbourhood. Today is Tuesday, day 2 of my week with me, and I have just walked my daughter down to the train station, and I did a couple of laps around the hood before I did that. I like to get up at least 5Ks for my morning walk. It's windy, blustering. I actually wore my hat backwards going down to the train station, so just in case it flew off. But I wasn't trying to be cool, but I look cool. No, just kidding. Anyway, so yeah, that's the start of my walk. I don't know if you can, start of my day, sorry. If you can hear the cicadas, even though it's determined to be autumn, those cicadas don't know what season it is, so, you know. I still have my music playing loud in my ear hole. It's one of my songs for singing. I'm just about to cross the road to see without dying. Here we go. Right, so today's a busy day. I got some alterations to do and coffee to be had, and definitely going to be doing a little something tonight. I have just got a new client, a student. She's 11, and this will be my second lesson with her, so I'm very excited. Yep, so anyway, too many people are coming now and I look like a fool, so I'll let you guys go. See you soon. I'm in my studio now. I'm all dressed, done the 3 S's, and I'm going to tell you what I'm wearing before I get stuck into it. Oh, and something else. Yesterday I told you that I had the hole in the back of my blue shirt. I have hand stitched that this morning, so that is gone. So I just did a little hand stitch around there, and I joined that up to there. That's a bit obvious, but it shouldn't be on my arm. And then I fixed, yeah, that one had a little pull in it too, so I could have caught it on something, who knows. But that's all fixed, like new, like new. I'll go and throw that in the wash now. Believe it needs a good wash. Okay, so what am I wearing today? I am wearing my conversion of the Fernbird top by the Sewing Revival, where instead of the frill on the sleeve, I've got some elastic in there. So that is that one. It's made out of a linen. I think this is a size 18, I think I made my shirts, or a size 20. Don't know. But although it's a little bit big, I can still wear them. And this was leftover fabric from the Stylark Sydney designer top. So that's what I've got. Underneath, I've got my pants. Okay, these are Burda 8488. Those ones. Style A, and there is the line drawing on the back. Okay, I did a size 14, I believe, in these. Now, these are like a suede fabric, but not suede. Suede, not suede. Suede, not suede. So I'll just bring you down here. You can have a little look-ski from this angle. I've got my little buttons here, which are really cool. See the little suede lines? I don't know if you can actually see that. Little suede down. Oh, I can write little letters in it. Nice wide leg pant. I really love these. I just really super uber love the actual buttons on it. I always like things with a little bit more texture. But yeah, so I think I could go down to a size 12. Don't know if I'm game, but and take a little bit out of the hips. So it's just got that there a bit more. I made these over a year ago. I'd say a couple of years ago. I'd say maybe 3 years ago, to be honest. And I found the pattern, a picture of the pattern in a book, and I went, oh God, I really like those. And I googled it, and then I looked in my list of patterns, and I already had it, which was funny. And I was like, oh, Stacey Joanne, things you have. But I love the wideness of the leg. I've been loving wide leg pants for a number of years now, and yeah, so I've been converting. When I put on the weight, I bought some jeans from Easy Buy, and I sort of wedged open the leg and made it wide down the bottom. But yeah, I love these. I haven't worn them for ages and ages, so that's how much I love them. No, just kidding. I pulled them off the rack today and I went, there you go, that's me. Yeah, so done. That's what I'm wearing today. A bit of Fernbird and a bit of Birder. Birder easy, but they are. So they've got a zip in the side, so you don't have to do the button up like little sailor pants back in the day. Don't know if I'd make the lace ones, but I do believe. Now, one pattern, the front pattern comes with the split down the front, so it's got a nice ability to do some top stitching. I think actually I think this might be my wide leg pant I make. I was talking yesterday about my wide leg pant. So, yeah. And now that they come with seam allowance, unlike when they used to not have seam allowance back in the day when I learned how to sew, nothing worse than forgetting the seam allowance. Okay, so that's what I've done. I have fixed my blue top, fixed up that Brouillon Glaze pull apart, and I'm about to go and sew orange. So very exciting. Yeah. And Mum's second day of her kitchen being put in. Super exciting for her. Okay, I'll see you guys a bit later today. Well, it's come to the end of the day-ish. It is 3:35. My student comes to me at 4:30. She's got to get home from school and then she's got to have some afternoon tea and then her father drops her off to me. So today I have cut some strips of fabric and I am going to teach her to do seam allowance. So last week was her first week. She did some sewing on paper. Yes, Mum, sewing on paper. And so she was really good with that. Just was really brilliant. Had the machine on slow. It's a really nice machine she's got, which is one of mine. So it's they hire it out when they do study, when they study and learn. And fixing my fringe. And so they do have machines in his house and in her house. So just got to see how they are and if they're any good for her, but probably learning on the wrong machine to get put into an old machine because it's got a little button you push and it just cuts the threads, you know. So I got those from the Sewing Depot in Butterick. I bought a ton of them so I could teach with the same machines. Anyway, I know, Chris. So what have I done today? I made something for me. Haven't finished it yet, but it's coming away. There it is. It's orange. Orange. The full bust adjustment, you can actually see it's won't be obviously like that with me because my bust is bigger than the Manny, but it's got the little fullness going on in the bust. It does up at the back. When it does up, it'll do up in the back. It's got these gorgeous little splits. I'll bring you down to the bottom. It's got these gorgeous little splits all the way around. When I first did it, I thought it only had the splits. Thought I'd just lift that up. I didn't. So funny story. Rookie mistake. I sewed the shoulders together and then I sewed the side seams together, only because this is self-faced, it's all one piece of fabric. I only had it inside out. So although the right sides were facing, the wrong side of the right side was facing. So, and in order to undo the side seam, you have to redo your split. So I didn't do that. I did a shoulder seam. Boom. And so this is, like I said, the vintage pattern. I think I showed you it this morning. If I tucked it away, I think I might have tucked it away. I did, but I'll show it. So this is vintage. It's a traditional vintage. Shows you what the holes mean. Yeah. And if you want to change necklines, you've got to cut it down yourself. And there's your distractions. So, yeah. So I did that rookie mistake. And at one stage, I wasn't happy with the way the splits went, so I unpicked. And it is quite an open woven what's that thing called? Weave. Open woven weave. And so I was very careful when I was unpicking it. So that's what's going on over there. Sleeve in tomorrow, and then buttonholes. And I have no doubt that I actually have orange buttons to go with it. Yeah, so that's what I've been playing with today. Did I do any clients' work? No. Is that naughty of me? Chances are. But I'm actually up to date with anything that needs to get rushed out this week, so I'm not too upset. And I'm my own boss. And my boss said to me today, hey, Stace, take a load off. Do what you feel like doing today. So I did. Had horrible rain. Like it just went whoosh. Had Mabel have one of her anxiety attacks, which does my head in. And I get it. I shouldn't let it do my head in, but it does. And I get a little bit cranky. So I had the door open to the house, and she was wherever she wanted to be. And then the sun came out, and she was still having her little attack. And I know that she needs to be snapped out of it. Otherwise, she lingers on it. So I went downstairs and knocked on the front door. And she went into a tailspin of barking, and that snapped her out of it. So until then, I didn't really care because I was downstairs sewing, and she was upstairs being where she needed, or downstairs, I think, actually, being where she needed to be when the rain was happening. There's nothing I can do for her. She won't even take treats. She won't even lick the peanut butter off the thing. So, yes, yay me. So, yeah, that's what today's been. And like I said, I've cut some strips of fabric that I liberated from a place once. So last week she sewed around the paper, and today I'm going to teach her how to pin. Why not teach her the way I want her to do it, right? So I'm going to teach her how to pin, and also we touched on seam allowance. So I explained to her why the reason we needed to go around the lines is to keep the seam allowance, to keep the straightness, keep the etc, was the word I'm looking for. So I'm going to teach her to do it on cloth today and over a long, nice straight period, and then I'm going to teach her how to iron it open. So I've got some 4 squares here, four, yep, where I'll teach her how to do a junction. Now she's only with me for an hour, and junctions actually make people lose their brains because especially the younger they are. My last young lady who I taught was starting to have a meltdown. She couldn't get the pin into the seam, etc. How I teach it. And I said, I promise you, you're going to absolutely love it when it comes to fruition. And I was right. I was definitely right. So I've got some strips here. I've got some extra fabric here, which I could, like I said, after doing the open seam, I'd like to teach her open seam, closed seam, and, just the basics of those as well. But we only have an hour, whereas normally my students have 2 hours minimum, so they don't lose momentum. But she is 11, and 11-year-olds get tired very quick, and she is an extremely active young lady. She has piano practice with a friend of mine, so she plays piano, and she also plays volleyball for school. So, and that's 2 nights a week, and then she's piano on Saturdays, I think. And then she has me on Tuesday nights. So, looking forward to seeing her again. And I'm just setting up now. I've got about 45 minutes before she shows up, and hopefully that will be everything I need for her today. So I might pick a nice cotton that will just scream out loud at her so that she can see her seams and see how straight they are. I don't want her to lose them if I have red cotton. So yeah, so in the meantime, I'll let you guys go. I've got 45 minutes to possibly get this uploaded and sent out to you guys, or have it really ready for me tonight when I go upstairs and after dinner, and send it out for Tuesday's Day with Stacey J. Well, it's not really a day with me. You just get to hear about what I've done, and you get to see me every day. Lucky you. I do want to say a massive, huge thank you to Christine from Gemini Stitcher. been saying it all day. I know who it is. Anyway, I want to thank you very much, Christine, for the beautiful words you said about me. It was so sweet. It was really nice, and I cannot thank you enough for doing the shout out. I have, and thank you those that have subscribed to me, even though I might have joked about. Someone said they subscribed, and I said, sucker, but I was only kidding. For those that have joined in since Christine, come over from Christine's site, thank you so very, very much. It is overwhelming having me mentioned, especially from somebody in the UK, because UK is one of the biggest carriers of vloggers, sewist vloggers that, I watch anyway. And I was actually looking today at my past history, and 1 week my biggest audience was Australia. It was a quiet week, but my biggest audience is America. So yes, cracking into the UK market would be absolutely wonderful. I do have some gorgeous people from over in the UK. And I think Chris tells me off if I say in Ireland and Scotland. He says it is the UK. So I do get in trouble for that. But you know who you are. It is great. So I want to thank you very much for joining over if you've come over from Christine. And again, Christine, thank you for the most beautiful words. I got a glow on. I really did. I felt very, very thankful for what you think about my channel and what you think I know. So that is really nice. Tomorrow I will do a separate vlog on my lessons for the week. I think we're just going to touch base on sewing machines and overlockers and what they do and what their main part is. And so we'll be touching base on that tomorrow. So that'll be tomorrow's lesson, but again, separate from Wednesday, because if anybody wants to go to lessons, they don't want to spend their Wednesday with me on my Wednesday. They just want to know stuff. Right, that is enough from me. Again, thank you heaps, Christine. Appreciate it. And everyone else that has joined since Christine, and everyone else that is just part of my little vlogging world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to leave you to it. I want you to stay well, stay warm, stay dry, keep cool, keep on sewing. Hydrate, which... yes, I'm going good today. I feel I had salt with my lunch, so I feel a little bit dehydrated. Not too much salt, because I don't want to eat too much salt nowadays. Don't know why I had to tell you that. Anyway, have no regrets. All regrets depends on what movie you might have watched. And so face the summer, and the sun has come out today. It has. And my daughter has just sent me a beautiful picture. She's on the train coming back from Wellington, and she looked out over, there's an area like the bay when you go in on the train. You go past a block of water from between Petone and Wellington, and you can see what sort of day it's going to be. And it's apparently, I didn't see it, but apparently it looks quite nice out there now. So yet it was quite horrific a little earlier. Like my son rang me and asked me if he could borrow an umbrella. But apparently I only have colourful ones. He just wanted a plain black one. Don't know why. Anyway, seriously, I'm going now. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Wednesday with me. Bye.
Subscribe, like, and share, just to let me know that you care.